What I'm about to tell you and talk to you about is super important. You need to make this a regular habit of your practice. Hey, folks, when I make these videos, a lot of times it's a reflection of things I'm thinking about or working on. A light bulb will go off and I'll think, I should share this with you. So that's what today is about. I've been really thinking about the importance of melody and the importance of really knowing the melody of tunes. We tend to gloss over these things because we want to get to the juicy vocabulary, enclosures, bebop scales, hexatonics, triad pairs, what have you. But underneath all of that is the idea that when you're learning tunes, you're learning the tune. And what is in the tune? It's the melody of the tune. No matter what tune it is, whether it's Donna Lee or All the Things You Are, there's a melody there. And if you really listen to the great improvisers, you can hear the reference to the melody when they're playing. It's not always there, but a lot of times you'll hear them come back to it and you'll be like, oh, that's the tune. I'll never forget studying with the great Kenny Barron when I was at the Manhattan School of Music. It was an incredible experience. But one of the deepest experiences was hearing him play tunes. He knew the melody so deeply. And it showed me that with that deep rooting of the melody, everything else felt so good. The time was better. The harmony was more solid. And his improvisations, there was a difference about it because I could tell he had the melody in his head. The great Hal Galper once said, let the melody be your guide. I don't think he's the first one that said that, but there's a video of him talking about it at a master class. Kurt Rosenwinkel has talked about spending an hour just playing the melody of a tune. Monk used to spend hours just spinning variations of a melody on whatever tune he's working on. So why practice the melody? Why spend time on it? Why can't we just get to the meat and potatoes? Well, there's some benefits to it. The first thing, it'll help you get the form in your head. Like Hal said, let the melody be your guide. If you're playing through a tune and you have the melody in your head, you're much less likely to get lost. The second thing is it's a great way to work on your rhythm. When you limit the vocabulary to the melody, you have to rely on rhythm. And then from that, other things can start to spring out. And spring out, I don't know if that's a word, but the third thing is it can be a springboard for your soloing vocabulary. So what I want to do today is I'm just going to take All the Things You Are, okay? And I just want to show how you can use the melody as a real basis for getting more deeply rooted in your improvisations. Learning the melody too is great. If you don't know a lot of vocabulary yet, you have vocabulary in here. Use the vocabulary of the melody to start building your own. Vocabulary isn't just scales, arpeggios. It's not all that. It's not as cut and dry as that. You can start to just play things naturally using variations of the melody that will be improvisation. And it will sound great because you're using the melody of the tune. So here's All the Things You Are. What I'm going to do is start kind of simple. I might do a few choruses here and I might stop and start to kind of show you what I'm doing, but let's just see what happens here. So that's kind of, I was doing some rhythmic things, so it wasn't quite as simple as the original melody, but you can hear the melody. Let's try now. I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but now I'm just going to do slight little variations around it. little more. Okay, so not a super long video today, but I think a very important video. So when you're practicing, whatever tune you're working on, don't just focus on the changes. Really spend time just working on the melody. You could take just bass notes in the left hand and melody notes in the right hand and just get comfortable with it. And then maybe start adding in some shells and use the melody as a basis to practice. This might be a good way to warm up. Just spend 15-20 minutes just practicing the melody. It will pay huge dividends in your improvisation. So if you haven't done so, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I want to be of service to you in your musical journey. And also, if you haven't checked out my new course, 251 Voicing Mastery, it just came out, and I'm really thrilled to get it out there, and folks have been really positive about their responses. So if you need more info about that, also click the link in the description. Have a good one. Happy practicing.